Hello everyone out there in YouTube land, this is Bradley Allen Henshaw, or Bah. Coming to you from my apartment. I was going to do a little bit different video, but first off I want to say I hope everybody had an awesome 4th of July weekend. I know I had an awesome 4th of July, and it was pretty cool. Let off some fireworks and had a good time. And yes, I bought a new hat. It is a camouflage baseball cap that says Trump 2020, keep America great, and I like it. Bought one for me and my friend. It cost us $8 each. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it. But this video here, well, if I'm honest, which I try to always be, especially on here, it's got me a little pissed off, but at the same time, sad. This video has to do with mini A.O.C. I understand completely why her parents chose to remove the social media accounts. I 100% understand when you get death threats from scumbags and you have children, you do what you have to do. I don't have any living children, so I would fight to the death about it. But when you have children, you're probably different. Way fucking different. But the fact that the left is so fucking unhinged, and yes, you will be triggered in this video. I'm not politically correct, my speech ain't politically correct, and I don't give a fuck. Alright, but before we get into it, let me do a little house cleaning. If what I say you like, then give me a thumbs up. If what I say resonates within your heart of hearts, then by all means, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you can get notified every time I make a new video, which I'm trying to do at least once a day. I am not not monetized by YouTube. My videos will probably never be monetized by YouTube. I do not need the money. I do these videos strictly out of the kindness of my heart, or however you want to say it. I do it because, you know what, A, I fucking enjoy it, and B, it helps get information out there so that others maybe can get another side of the story and get educated, do research, and make informed decisions. That's why I do it. Yes, I do smoke, I enjoy it, and if anyone don't like it, fuck off. Now, back to what I was saying. I understand why many A.O.C's parents deleted the accounts and everything. What I can't get my head around, and this is the part that pisses me off, is that the left is so fucking goddamn unhinged that they send death threats to a fucking child? Are you insane? Scratch that. The answer is you gotta be fucking insane to send death threats to a child. Hey, leftist. Hey, leftist. Leftist. Yeah, you, right there. Yeah, you. Got a question for you. I thought all lives mattered. Black, white, yellow, it didn't matter. I thought all lives mattered. especially someone of color. But I guess to you leftists, the only lives that matter are the lives you can use to push your false agendas and your false narratives. Otherwise, all the leftists and everybody be coming together to condemn the crazy scumbags who threaten a fucking child's life. Are you serious? Let me put it to you this way. Let me find out it was someone around where I live who did it. And I'll guarantee you they won't do it again. In fact, if they're smart and they see this video, they'll turn themselves in and apologize, as well as pay all medical bills for that young girl. Because now that young girl will have mental issues. More than likely. All because of a scumbag leftist who's unhinged. You see, leftists, this is your hypocrisy, liberals. This is a prime example of your hypocrisy, your double standards. You say Black Lives Matter, Brown Lives Matter, believe women, except your actions say except when they have a differing opinion on a subject. Then all bets are off. Go after them, destroy them. Wait a minute. Antifa and the liberals' way of doing things. I've seen them before. Hang on, let me think here. Oh yes, the Nazis, the communists, the socialists, and more recently, the Church of Scientology uses the exact same tactics. They lie, they bully, and they threaten. Well, leftists, you got a problem. This is one man, one patriot you can't lie about. Damn well can intimidate me or bully me. And I don't care. The worst thing a human being can do to me is kill me. And all that does is give me plenty of time in the afterlife to wait on them. And when they come, be ready for them. Or to haunt them while they're living. You see, when you fuck with children, any red-blooded man or woman who's got more sense than a damn rock is going to get pissed off at you. Because children are innocent. Children do what they're told by their parents. And Minnie A.O.C, let's face it, she was funny as fuck. She was dead on, too, in her impersonation. And that's why you had to threaten her. Because she exposed your leftist god, A.O.C, for the stupid, ignorant, can't even say trailer park because I respect people from trailer park. I've lived in them. Dumb ass socialist valley girl entitled actress that she is. Alright? Minnie A.O.C exposed her for being just what she is. Now, if you're wondering what my shirt says, Global Skill Richmondville Football. Underneath it says House of Pain. It was a friend of mine's oldest son's shirt. He left it here and I took it. Fits me. I like it. And yes, I played football for Cobleskill. Not Cobleskill, Richmondville, Cobleskill. But that's besides the point. The point is this. You dumb, double standard having liberals went after a fucking child because she was making fun of A.O.C. What kind of people are you? I'm asking you a question, and in my comments, I hope you'll answer me. There's not a brain cell among you to go after a child. There's not an ounce of bravery amongst you to go after a child. And I will say this, there must not be an ounce of humanity or respect amongst you to go after a child. To go after adults is one thing, but children, that's just cowardly. That's worse than hitting a woman. And in my book, hitting a woman is very cowardly. So my advice is this. Take it for what it's worth. It's only my 2 cents of advice. Before you do anything, think to yourselves, in 40 years, am I going to be proud of what I've done? In 30 years, 20 years, will I be proud of what I've done? Will I be proud to show my children or my nieces and nephews, hey, look at what I did when I was your age. I did this. I'm proud of this fact. Unless you're a brain dead dumbass, the answer will be no. You see, right or wrong, whatever history proves me to be, I will be proud as fuck for the stands that I've taken for everything I've done in my life. I'm proud. I'm ashamed on a few because I've done some dumb shit. I was a child. I did it. You know, the Bible verse says, when I was a child, I thought as a child, I acted as a child. and I behaved as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things, and I acted and spoke like an adult. Well, it's time, Antifa, that you take the mask off and act like adults. The reason you wear a mask is so you don't get in trouble. I understand you don't want to go to jail, but I have a better idea for you. If you don't want to go to jail, don't commit assault. Don't commit theft. Don't commit crimes. It's simple, and it's served me well for a lot of years now. Don't commit a crime, you don't go to jail. It's simple, huh? Mind-blowingly so. You know, you on the left scream that people on the right are racist. But let's think this logic through for a little bit, shall we? At an Antifa rally or group meeting, whatever, what do you mainly see there? Let me see. Oh, yes. White, maybe rich, but definitely suburban kids and college kids who are acting like thugs and want to be hardcore. But in reality, you're so soft that if you cut a loud fart around you, you'll jump and run for cover. But you hate yourselves. For whatever reason, you hate yourselves, and therefore, you hate everyone. You've been brainwashed by other liberals into thinking that being white is bad. It's not, it's good. That thinking for yourselves and doing your own research is bad. It's not, it's very good. Because it allows you to make an informed decision. So, but Antifa, every Antifa video I've ever seen of meetings or groups or protests or whatever, white. They're all white people. No Native Americans, no Latin Americans, no African Americans, no Italian Americans, nothing. Just plain old white, Caucasian, European born Americans. Now that's interesting to me. Very, very much so. And if you're wondering what I was doing with my blade, I had a blister or something right here on my arm, and I just used my blade and popped it because it needed to be popped. It's driving me crazy. It was there, and I didn't like it being there, and it bugged me, so I took it off like an adult would. Now, when you look on the side of the right, the people that Antifa says are the racist and scumbags and everything else, what do you see? Let's think about this for a minute. Oh, yes. You see a mixed group, all nationalities. African American, Latin American, legal, You see white Americans, Native Americans, Italian Americans, Asian Americans, straight, gay, trans, bi, whatever. White, the white rallies for like Trump and stuff like that, you see diversity. But for the rallies of Antifa or Planned Parenthood even, you know, the Democrat-led rallies, you might get one or two African Americans, and if they're there, they're just there for as tokens. So that they can say, see, we're inclusive, we're diverse. No. The diverse people are on the right. Why? Because we don't give a fuck what skin color you are. You believe in the Constitution, you believe in the rule of law, you believe in putting America first and taking care of Americans first before anyone else. Welcome. You're all brothers and sisters. We don't care about color. The people who do care about color are the same people who are always pushing it every 2 and 4 years. They are always screaming about race every 2 to 4 years. After that, until the next election, you won't hear a fucking peep about race out of them. And of course, I'm talking about the liberals, the libtards, the Democrats, the so-called democratic socialists, which is just another word, another way of saying socialist, and making it sound like it's going to have democracy and everything. You see, when you get down to it, the conservative side, they're the diverse group. They're the group that really, really values free speech and doesn't see skin color. Are there some that do? Yeah, there's some that do. But the majority don't. Now, the Democratic Party, if you go back through history, they started segregation. They started the homegrown terrorism group called the KKK, which stands for the Ku Klux Klan. Which, if you look into the origins of those words, it is the white power, white supremacy, white people's movement. But the Dems started the KKK. The Dems were the ones who were opposed to integrating our military and our schools. The Democrats are the ones who started the Jim Crow laws by saying, well, for every one white vote, it's going to take 30 African votes because they're not equal to us. They're not on the same playing field as us. They're not as smart as us. When the truth be told, if you give two people, two groups of people, the exact same information, truthfully, they're going to come to the same logical conclusion. But if you give two people, two groups of people, the exact same information, just for one group, you lean heavy on the racism towards another group, then they will come to different outcomes logically. But it's been my experience for 44 years on this planet, 44 years living in this country, fighting for this country, damn near dying for this country, that since segregation was stopped in the 60s, there hasn't been an issue of racism. Oh, I'm sure there's still been racists out there. Sure, I mean, you got black racists, you got white racists, you got Latin racists, you got Asian American racists, you got racists from any and every walk of color, creed, or religious backgrounds. But it wasn't the way it used to be. It's not the way that the Democrats try to portray it, of Whitey keeps the black man down, we fight for the black man. No. We have had a black African president. We have had an African American, what was Condoleezza Rice's job title? I forget, but she was high up. We have African American leaders. We have an African American doctor who's the head of urban and housing and urban development. There is no discrimination except on the part of the Democrats. You see, the Democrats want to keep everybody in the Democrat Party enslaved in the mind. They want to keep you on those mental slavery plantations where they can trigger you by feelings. Even if it ain't true, they can say things like, oh, this group is hurting children, and pull out your feelings, and you'll go vote for the Democrats. You won't even listen to anything else. You won't do any research. You just boom, straight for the Democrats. See, that's what Democrats want. To Democrats, the greatest threat that we can be to Democrats, and the greatest ammo we can use against Democrats, is the truth, logic, and information. We get the truth out there, we get the information out there, we show people things logically, and they will make up their own mind. They will see that the people on the right are right. They will come to see that you don't threaten a young child's life because she makes videos making fun of someone you like. That is yet another prime example of the leftist, liberal, mainstream media censoring and backing those who will censor conservatives. The fact that there has been very little, if any, except on like Fox and other, Fox, I think they did a couple minutes on it and haven't heard since from them about it. But the beating of the Asian American gay independent reporter, I think his name is Andy Nago or Gao or something like that. I know I'm butchering your last name. And for that, sir, I apologize. But there hasn't been anything on CNN or MSNBC about it. And there damn sure hasn't been anything condemning Antifa for attacking him. However, if it had been conservatives that had attacked him, they'd be all over the news. You wouldn't be able to turn the TV on and read a paper without seeing that story. If you think I'm lying, look at the Juicy Smollett hoax. When that first happened, before it became known as a hoax, you couldn't turn a TV on, open a paper, without fucking seeing that story. Leading the news. Weeks after. Hell, people are still talking about it now, months after. Think about it. Now, there's also another incident that happened where a white internet reporter was going to his event. Antifa swarms him, tries stealing from him. A black man steps in to help the white guy out. The white man is led by cops. Cops see Antifa assaulting this man, trying to steal this man's equipment, this man's property. They don't do anything. They escort the white man from his event. Now, I have heard, I don't know if it's true, I'm looking into it, but I have heard that now that white man is facing criminal charges that can land him 4 years in prison. Did he fight the cops? No. He was very respectful, very polite. He let the cops lead him away from it. They told him, if you go down here, you make a right, you can get into your event through the back way. All he kept asking them is, I gotta go the back way when what's gonna be done about the people who assaulted me and who tried to steal my property? Nothing is said about that. The cops don't say they're gonna do anything. Lo and behold, I'm pretty sure it took place in Portland, so the cops don't do shit because it was Antifa. But if it was the other way around, every fucking one of those punks who tried to steal that man's property and assault him would be in prison, or at least facing prison. Goes to show the double standard. Here this guy was, a reporter, just trying to do a job, interviewing people and stuff. Antifa swarms, and it's not a good scene, and now he's facing prison. I'll find the links and put those up to the story on a different video. But it shows the double standard, the hypocrisy, the blatant fucking lies and bullshit that is going on. Well, I've got an idea. I've got a good idea. Portland police officers, this part is to you. Well, not just to you. This is to all law enforcement who want to stand down and back terrorist groups called Antifa or any others in this country, the United States of America. Remember this. When you were given that badge, before they handed it to you, you had to take an oath to uphold the laws of the land, to uphold and abide by the Constitution of this country, and to protect and serve the innocent and communities that you live in. Well, by my counts, y'all ain't doing that. Y'all ain't living up to your oath. So let me make it simple. Either you leftist activist cops start abiding by the law, or you quit or get fired and go to jail. Those are the options. But I'm getting a little thirsty and I've got to run to the store. So for right now, I'm going to end this video. I will say this, and I will end it by saying this. To Minnie A.O.C. and her parents, I wish you nothing but the best. I understand your decision. I wish you did not have to do that. But I understand, and I wish you nothing but the best for you and yours. Sorry about having to scratch my eye. There's nothing I do it. But I wish you nothing but the best. And to all of my patriotic brothers and sisters, let's boycott Starbucks over their recent issue. And let's try to help many A.O.C.'s parents find who threatened their life and the life of their child. And let's see that person or persons be brought up on not just civil but criminal charges as well. Until next time, this has been Brother Allen Hinchley, and may whatever you believe in bless and keep you. Hope you've had a good day, and I'll be seeing you.